Hi everyone, I'm Miss Audrey at the Rockles Memorial Library and welcome to the Summer Challenge. Now today we are going to be making our dream castles, and I didn't really want to show you guys an example of a dream castle because it's just supposed to be whatever you come up with in your own imagination. So the supplies you got for your dream castle, you can use those to make a dream castle however you want. But I thought I'd at least show you guys my own dream castle and show you how you can use some of the different materials that you were given. So we're gonna get started and we're gonna zoom in on the paper so you can see everything that I'm doing. So as you guys can see, I already drew my dream castle and colored it with some colored pencils. You can do that if you want. I kind of did this just so I had like a layout and a template and an idea of what I wanted my dream castle to be. So my dream castle consists of a big giant tree and fairies live in that tree. And then there's two towers here for people to go up in. And on this side, we've got a rainbow doorway, and you can come out here and do hang gliding, or you can go up here into the secret tunnel. The roof is made out of cotton candy clouds, and so all these little holes here in the side of the secret tunnel are so you can reach in and grab some cotton candy. And the secret tunnel goes through the top of the fairy tree, so you can see the fairies like flying around up here. And then you go back down through the other cotton candy roof, and in this room we've got a giant trampoline. You can see I've drew a couple of little stick people in there jumping on the trampoline. And then when you're all hot and tired from jumping on the trampoline, you can come up here and go down the water slide all the way down here. And then there's a pool, and out here there's some sand around the pool, so it's almost like being at the beach. And then back up here on the floor right below the trampoline, I've also got a food court, and it's got all my favorite foods. It's got pizza and Alfredo, a lot of Italian food, and let's make this last one dessert. This one's ice cream. And I've got lots of trees because I like trees and plants. And down here, this is a sign. This is pointing to the Pegasus Stables. I am not very good at drawing horses, especially ones with wings, so I did not draw any Pegasi, but I've got a little arrow pointing to the stables where you can go and ride your own flying horse. And then finally, right down here is the entry to the fairy kingdom, and it's a magical doorway, so if you walk down this magical path, you will shrink down to the size of a fairy, and then you can go inside the fairy kingdom. And all these yellow lights here are the doors that the fairies use to get inside, and they can just fly through those into their tree. And so now I'm going to show you guys how to use some of the different materials that we gave you for decorating or making your fairy garden. Or I keep saying fairy garden. It's because I put fairies in my dream castle, in your dream castle. So one of the things we gave you guys was some pieces of cut up paper. And so you could do these if you wanted to. You could make your whole castle out of these. You could just build them out of this and do your whole castle out of these if you wanted to. But since I drew mine, I'm just going to use these as a little extra decoration. So I'm going to get out my glue here, and I'm going to decide where I'm going to put some of these. So I'm going to put some up in the tree. And these will be some of the leaves on the tree. Alright, so now I've got some of these in my tree. And next, I think I I put a little line on this one, and I'm going to use this as my hang glider here. My hang glider is going to get replaced. Now it stands out a little more. It looks a little more like a hang glider, I think. So that's one of the things that you could do with the paper. Now, one of the other things that you have is you've got some sand, if you got the bag that has the sand in it. So I've got a little bit of purple sand here, and so I think I'm going to put some sand down here on my sandy beach. We're going to have purple sand around the pool. So I'm just going to pour the sand right on there. That was probably more sand than I needed. So I'm going to pick up my paper and I'm going to pour all the extra sand back into the container. That way, if I decided I wanted to put some sand somewhere else, then I could put sand in more spots. One of the other things that you guys might have gotten in your bags is you could have gotten some of these little toothpicks. And so toothpicks are made out of wood, so I think I'm going to use them as part of my trees here. But they're a little long, so I'm gonna break my toothpicks, and I'm going to break them into smaller pieces, and I'm just going to kind of lay them out where I'm thinking I might want them. Put a couple on that tree. A couple on that tree. And now I'm just going to glue them on. So move it out of the way, put a little glue on there, then put them back. And there we go. Now I've got my tree trunks. But of course, if you guys wanted to, you could make your whole castle out of your toothpicks if you wanted to. You could make your whole wall of your castle out of these. You could put them this way, or you could put them this way. You could make the roof with them if you wanted. There's all kinds of different things you could do. So you don't have to do it like me. Now, one of the other things you guys have is you should have some glitter, and I'm pretty sure everybody got some glitter. And so I'm going to put some glitter on my fairy tree, and that'll be all the fairy dust from all the fairies. And so I'm going to put glitter all over my fairy tree, and I might even put some on top of my paper up here. Up in the leaves of the tree too, because the fairies like to fly up there. And then of course on our magical path down at the bottom where you can shrink down to be a fairy size. There we go. And now I am going to add some glitter. I've got a big thing of glitter here, and you guys, your glitter might be a different color, but that's okay. I've also got some purple glitter here, but I don't think I'm going to use it right now. And so there'll probably be some extra glitter here too. I'm just going to pour mine onto an extra piece of paper for now because I don't have a nice nifty little container to put it in like you guys do. My container's too big. So there we go. Now I've got a glittery fairy tree, and one of the other things you guys should have is you should have some of these little cotton balls. And so these, I think I'm going to make these the cotton candy for my cotton candy clouds. You guys might hear a little buzzing sound in the background. That's just the weed whacker outside getting everything all cleaned up around the library. Alright, so now I've got some glue up there. I'm going to put little pieces of my cotton ball up there, and that is going to be my cotton candy roof. Don't try to eat your cotton balls, though. They don't taste like cotton candy. There we go. And now I'll add one on the other side. And I'm just pulling little pieces apart here, spreading them out. It doesn't take very much cotton ball to make a big fluffy cotton candy roof. Alright, there we go. And now one of the last things you guys should have, if you got the toothpicks, you should also have gotten some paint. And so I've got some gold paint here, and I'm gonna have some gold trees in my dream castle. So I'm just going to paint my toothpicks. That way, if you want to make your castle different colors, you can paint your toothpicks and make them different colors. And there you have it. That is my dream castle. Yours is definitely going to look different than mine because you guys are going to use your imaginations and come up with your own dream castle. You know, maybe you might have a couple things in common. Maybe you also really like water slides or trampolines or, you know, flying. But maybe you like totally different things. Maybe you're going to do an under the sea castle, or maybe your castle doesn't have trees. Maybe it's like way up in the sky. You can have all kinds of different stuff. So I hope you guys really enjoyed learning a little bit about my dream castle. And this activity here, it counts as one of your attend a library event activities for the summer challenge. And so you guys get a couple of secret codes today. The secret code for the kids is stone soup, and the secret code for the teens is sherbet lemon. All right, that is our dream castles, and I'll see you guys next time.